Hello houseplant friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm making a YouTube video on youtube.com/@plantingashley. Today we're gonna take a couple minutes and pack up my mom's plants. She's leaving.
In a few hours.
Everyone has been like, wow, your mom is still there. It's like, I know, she is in fact still here. Oh, hi. I'm gonna show you the plants that she got real fast, and then we're just gonna like pack them up, but I don't think this is gonna be a long video because it's really late and I'm really tired. Yeah, let's do the plants. I'm so sorry, I'm so tired. Mom got this Thai constellation. It's actually 3 Thai constellations, and we potted them up and it's actually doing really good. The roots are kind of going nutty.
Yeah,
there's a better view.
In a jar was good.
Jar plants are the best.
I honestly didn't believe that you could just put a lid on it and just let it have the moisture and not open it.
It only really works for smaller plants.
I'm a believer.
So this one is fine. It's just bending. So we had this one in a weird spot, so there was like a really bright light. So it actually bent towards the light, as aloe should do. And it had 2 other leaves earlier, but it sucked the life out of them to make these 2 new leaves. And there's actually a lot more green on this new leaf here. So once this unfurls, it will be a lot better. Oh, and this is a variegated alocasia deck. I guess I just didn't really say
have
what
that
it's called.
on video before when we got that.
Yeah, but you can't assume that people watch every video. And then here's this pink princess Mom got. She bought this from Devin, my friend Devin.
Thank you, Devin.
And it has this really cute little baby pink one.
It's gorge.
In there. That also
it's
is
gonna go
like
in my Biorb at home.
Really minty. I'm trying to get you a good view of this leaf here.
Do you want to touch the camera?
No. It's just the shade. I'm a huge fan of pink princess.
I really, really am too. They're so giving.
Then we got these 2. These are in different size pots.
I'm learning to love Hoya.
Well, you have a lot of Hoya you take really good care of. So we have these Hoya australis, except that these are Hoya caudata, but they were sold as Hoya australis for $10, which is just hilarious.
That's crazy.
One this big would cost you at least like $20 somewhere cheap, and we got 2 for $20. Getting one this big would cost you at least $50 somewhere cheap. So this was a really, really good find. I like lost my mind when we found them. I was like, oh my gosh. And so I shook my hands.
It's got like a new little baby.
Careful.
Little tiny babies.
Hopefully it survives the travel.
It will survive if we do it.
Okay. Then, yeah, this is the other half of a syngonium we bought. So there was this red splash syngonium that we found. It was a sport of this one. Or pink splash. I think it's called pink splash. And this was the other plant that was in that pot. There was 2 plants. One was variegated and one was a normal. This is what the normal one looks like. So Mom said that she would take this home. She likes it.
With the pink.
Yeah, because it's pink.
I'm gonna have to take all these out of all these pots because I can't carry all these pots.
Then we have some variegated string of hearts. Here's one that she bought. This one was $24.94, and this one,
oh dear,
was only $45. And it's like, there's so much on here. It's like we wrapped it up on itself.
Around and around.
This hangs 5 feet.
Yes, I don't know how I'm gonna get it.
This hangs the size of my mom. The exact length it takes for her to stand up. This was half of that price for something way smaller.
I tucked in that little.
Yeah, I'll show them in a second. I'm just trying to show them how
much.
Yeah, how thick this thing is. It's really, really, really
a joy.
thick. Here you go.
Yeah, it's a joy. I can't wait to hang it.
And then Mom has this little kalanchoe. It was a cutting she took from a succulent day. They had a little bowl of free, like, loose leaves, succulent leaves at the front. And she just made sure she asked, even though they said free. And she stuck it in here, and it's actually growing.
How fun is that?
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
I love it.
Yeah. Cute little variegated string of hearts.
It's a succulent and a succulent.
Succulent and a succulent.
You gotta love a succulent.
Then we have this little Maranta that's really trying. I don't know if you should take this home.
I just don't know.
It's a Maranta. She was gonna take it home. She was gonna adopt this one from me, but I kind of think I'm just gonna rehome it locally. I don't know that that's worth bringing home. You don't have to take that home.
I don't know if I should. Anyway.
Then we have this begonia. Devin gave me this begonia, but I don't really love it, and my mom loves pink, and I don't know how well you can see,
Ooh, that's
but it
good.
actually has really bright pink spots on it. And then, I don't know what this is, but it is a Hoya. There's a Hoya stick in here, which in like a year will give some leaves, but until then it won't.
And I'm a big believer in keeping things growing.
Yeah. By the way, keep all your boba teacups and your Starbucks cups for like travel containers. It is the best.
Okay.
And then the
This
last
is the
one.
struggle. I don't know what to do.
The last one is this,
Oh,
and
dear.
it's this big pink princess that's back here.
She's a glory.
I think what we've decided we're gonna do is Mom's actually gonna just take a cutting home instead of the whole plant. It has a ridiculous amount of aerial roots. So, I just like moved that out of your vision. Here,
Yeah.
This is in view. It has a ridiculous amount of aerial roots, and we're stressed. We're not doing this so I can keep more of the plant. I have my own massive pink princess. That was the other half of this one. We just think it would be easier to transport if we take like a big cut with her favorite leaves on it, and there's like so many tentacles of little like aerial roots. So we could easily throw that in moss. It will root, and then she can like propagate it and grow it in water when she gets home, which is how she likes to grow all her plants anyway. So I think personally, we were debating also on like the different ways to get the plants home. I recommend shipping because I can just ship her all the plants and then we don't have to worry about packing all of this. Then also, which I personally still think is the best option and thing to do. And it's not too hot anymore and it's not cold yet, so it'd be perfect. The other option is we could pack them all and put them in one of her empty suitcases because she does have an empty suitcase. But I think we've ultimately decided on carry-on because all of her plants are just really small, and I think that most of them we can throw in little cups and then just put polyfill in them to keep them from shaking around. I think that the best course of action is to polyfill, like loop this around as much as we can and then polyfill it and then wrap it in saran wrap and then put it in the bag, because then it will just be like, and then if the TSA people want to look in it, it's just super easy to rewrap the saran wrap and tuck the polyfill back in. But usually they just want to get into the soil if they get at anything. But in Boise, they've never gone through my stuff. It's always when I like
leave the big places.
Yeah. So I think you'll be fine.
We're gonna try.
Yeah, so the plan is we're gonna polyfill around the leaves. For the ones that are small enough, we're gonna put them in little cups like these. And then polyfill the parts where there's no medium for the plant. And then either put the lid on or use saran wrap. Yeah.
I'm gonna take this one out of the pot and just put it in a baggie.
Yeah, I think that one's okay to do that too, but the rest of them, I think you really should leave.
If they're little, I think we can leave them in the, but I don't know how I would get this big freaking thing
we
on a
should
plane.
just cut
It would
this.
just get broken.
I think we should cut this at like I think this leaf would be the best one because there's no aerial roots below it. But there's a bunch of aerial roots above it.
But is it still too rigid to carry even that much?
You would just put it on top of all your other plants in your bag.
Like set it in and kind of...
Yeah, just like on top.
Let these go up?
Yeah, we would like saran wrap it.
Oh, they're so
rigid.
fine.
We would saran wrap it like that, but you would really just place that on top of everything else in your bag.
What if we took it out of the pot and just put that in a baggie and then pulled them up into the bag? Like, would that work to take the pin and just... It's already in like loose soil right now as it is.
Yeah, you could unpot the whole thing and just take it home.
Just take it on the stick?
With the roots.
Or just...
I wouldn't take the stick.
No stick, just wrap it?
Yeah.
With its roots?
I'm gonna get to work on saran wrapping the ones. I can't handle the soil.
Then I'm gonna put the polyfill in this thing. What if I took the Frida and just like unpotted it and put it into this plant?
No, we need to give that its own thing.
We don't have any more.
Yeah, we do. We'll do the Thai constellation first. So I'm gonna tuck this around, literally in and around everything. And we're gonna be really careful with the leaves, making sure that we put like adequate amount of polyfill below them and above them. Then we have to do the scary test. So some soil should come out, but that's it. Yeah, that's perfect.
Good.
You have to be careful doing the scary. I just call it the scary test.
That's
But you need to make sure that the pot doesn't smash the plant, so you have to do it really carefully. So now, Mom, you can literally put this in there, and it can get shaken around all you want, and it'll be fine.
Okay, and I do have these, Ash. I don't know if this helps with anything.
No. You really need a cup with a lid. And then she'll bring a bunch of tape with her, and after TSA goes through everything, she can retape stuff, because they're probably gonna want to go through stuff. Okay, I think that should be tight enough. Another scary test.
Oh,
Amazing.
$85 plant.
All right, those are the two most expensive plants.
I'm being brave. Okay.
That's how you know it's good. All right.
There she goes.
And this is how I ship plants too, by the way. This is a really great way to ship plants. All we're doing is we're just taking the soil out of this.
Lift it out of the soil
and
because we already repotted it, right?
Yeah, it's just gonna be completely bare roots, and it's gonna go.
Okay. Remember we had long roots?
Yeah.
Look at her go. Yes. Okay, she's free.
Yay.
I'm sorry, I got soil in there. Should I go rinse this off?
No, don't.
Just put her in a baggie on the bottom.
Hmm?
Should I just put her in a baggie on the bottom and then wrap it from there?
Yep.
Okay.
I would like tie the baggie around the bottom as well. So what I did for this variegated string of hearts is I put polyfill around the top to hold in the little tiny hearts. And then I wrapped saran wrap around it, and I'm gonna wrap more around it.
This will be the first time I've ever transported plants like this, Ashley.
Okay, so here is the variegated string hearts. Sun does not make chimeric variegation show through more.
So it doesn't matter.
It makes me laugh when people are
I
like,
didn't know.
just put your averted plants in the sun, LOL.
Okay, but what about sun stressing things? I don't understand what
Sun stress is not variegation. It's just like making the leaves look prettier or paler or whatever. But that doesn't make like
pink.
it's the problem is that no one can say for sure. I can't sit here and say for sure that sun doesn't do that, but it's just, it doesn't biologically make any sense because chimeric variegation is deviation from the gene DNA.
Oh gosh, you're doing science.
And it doesn't make sense that light would affect, like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like saying, oh yeah, if you put some light on your rotten orange, it'll come back to life because it knows that the light is there and now it can grow more. It's like, no, that's not how it works. The only thing that affects how much variegation your plants have is how much variegation they grow with each node.
Okay, so now we have an unpotted lady.
Yeah, there you go. You have to shove it down more.
Yeah, you can do that.
Here's the big friend, and we will worry about that later now.
Yes, we will. And I will put this over here in this. Do you want me to put this pot in that thing of soil over there or just keep it separate?
You can put it over there. All right, here is the Hoya caudata Sumatra. I would not ship a plant like this, personally.
Really?
No, not like this. This is how you would ship it, like this. You just need something around it.
Too. Which one should I do?
I don't care. Normally I would do this to the other caudata as well, but I don't know if we have another one.
We have another one.
Another caudata or another one of these?
Another one of those.
Okay. In case you guys don't already, save literally all of the shipping. Like if you order plants online, save all of that.
What is that string coming
You're set.
out?
Oh, this is a wick.
Is this the umbilicus?
Kind of. It's a wick.
Just leave it. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. Safe. Completely safe. Amazing. Polyfill is amazing.
We're using a lot of it.
I'm gonna shove some polyfill in this one before I forget.
We're gonna put that one in a baggie, right?
Huh? Yeah. You can put that one in a baggie now.
Take that out.
Alright. Amazing. And the great thing about these is you can literally throw them in your bag when you do it like this, and you can just forget about them because they're gonna be completely fine. They're completely fine. They're so fine.
They are. You did a really good job.
Alright. I've done this so many times. I have packaged and shipped so many plants, and this is how I pack them. For this one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these hooks off, and she's gonna fly home with this separately in her bag. You just pop these off by pulling up on the little base piece here. Alright. And then she's just gonna take this home. Huh? Oh no, just put the roots in the baggie, not the top. Only the roots.
We're not gonna polyfill her, we're just gonna wrap her.
Yeah. Alright. Pull that down. And then we're gonna tape that one around.
Looks like an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
That you're wrapping up.
Alright, there we go.
Look at that. It's like those plants that I want to do this. I want to pat it.
Yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna wrap the leaves on this one, but we're gonna do it really loosely. This one,
Very rigid.
yeah, this one really is just gonna sit there.
So once we put it in the bag, then it can be supported too, probably, right?
It's not about supporting it, it's about making it linear.
Protecting the leaves.
Yeah, we want the leaves up. People think plants are way more delicate than they are. These things were literally made to survive outside in the wilderness. People were not. These plants are stronger and cooler than you. All right, I would say that's pretty good. And then what I would do is after everything else is in the bag, I would just lay it like this. Like that.
Like I'm carrying fresh
Yep,
flowers.
and you're just gonna carry it through.
I just don't know how to protect the trees.
So here is all of our little guys.
Many guys.
We got this one, this
And then I have cuttings in here.
Yeah,
too.
that's fine. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one.
I didn't think about it as I lived here for a month and a week and a half.
It's been close to 2 months.
How to get what we were gonna do.
Well, I wasn't worried about it.
I know, but I didn't think about it.
Okay, so now I'm gonna put these in here. And the great thing is that it really doesn't matter that much because she could throw these all in here and they would
I'm
just
still
be
wondering
fine.
if you think we could do this one.
No, I really don't think you should. I think it's better to do the bigger
Because they're
bag.
so like tight that this is a nice smaller
I
bag.
promise you don't want to do that. Okay, so we have all those in there. Then we have this big one. And then that gives them all enough space, just enough. Take this
Okay.
one, tuck it in, and then give me the cuttings.
Oh, I need to seal it still.
Oh.
And
And then essentially what she's gonna do is now that everything's in here, she's just gonna take this like that. And just carry it through. And that's it.
my
Easy.
shopping bag with my suitcase.
Super, super easy. Traveling with plants is really easy as long as you have polyfill and Starbucks cups. You can go to Starbucks and sometimes they'll just give you cups. Like one time I went to go ask to buy some. Like I wanted to buy 30 venti Starbucks cups.
Wow.
And they were like, we'll just give them to you. And then they just gave me the cups.
You're kidding.
It's just cups. They have a million of them.
So should I put this in here in case they say, ma'am, that bag is too big?
They're
you
not
can't
gonna
do
say,
it?"
I've taken bigger bags than this through. Yeah. Cool. The only thing is just be mindful of the leaves. Honestly, walking through the airport, you could pick this up and just carry it with you outside of the bag if you wanted, but I get pretty lenient with putting it under my seat personally, so
Well, as long as
I'll
it's
just-
shoved up against the.
I'll just kind of
underneath.
like push it under, and then if some leaves are sticking out or part of the bag is out and it's not quite in, they don't care.
Fortunately, possibly for me, because of my leg and having to fly in first class, I may be able to ask them to put it in the closet on the floor.
I don't know that you'd want it out of your sight, personally. I wouldn't, but
If they
Yeah.
make me. Yeah.
anyways, do you see why I want the big bag?
I
It gives
see.
you so much space for the big one, and then also everything is in here, and all the plants are gonna be fine. And if you have to take stuff out, just put polyfill around it and do your best.
Can I take this with me just in case
Yeah.
something weird happens and they're like, you can't do that bag and
Yeah,
I have
but
to breathe things fly
They're
away.
definitely not gonna get mad at you about your bag. Anyways, that's it. I'm super tired, so I'm gonna go.
Good night. I love you.
But good night. Good night. And thanks for watching. If you have any questions, ask me. I've flown with plants like over 20 times now since 2019. So it's been a long time. I know quite a bit. And I can tell you about all my stories. I should just have a video where I talk about all my flight stories because I have a few. It's good to just bring extra polyfill and extra tape at least. And if you can bring extra saran wrap, I would, but I personally never have done that. If they open it, and I just put it back together as best I can. Don't fight TSA. If they want to look through your plants, just let them look through your plants, because otherwise they're gonna think you're suspicious and they might detain you and put you in a room and do background check, and you'll miss your flight and it'll suck. So as long as you just let them do whatever, like I've almost never had a problem. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.